Alright guys, there was an update a few hours ago that added a new unit and a new extra addition to the game. So first of all, we got the new unit, Obito. I haven't even equipped him. Okay, there we go. So they added a new unit, as you can see from the very first slot. It is Obito. I already tested him out, but I'm gonna showcase him anyways, and give my opinion on him. They also buffed him not long ago, so I'll also give my opinion on his buff and what he was like before the buff. We're gonna go story mode. Actually, you know what? Let's do Naruto map because he is from Naruto. He costs 650 to place down, so I need to skip once without putting down any bombas. I think this is fine. This is pretty good. Oh, you know what? Here's I think the best spot. We're here. No, I think this is the best spot. There we go. Skipped once. Placing him down. Okay, so basically, he's got a fan. He has a really sick animation. Once you upgrade him to his AoE. Like, you can tell they put so much time into his animation. But basically, this is what his first upgrade looks like. It's basically just a black hole. And it gets better though. It definitely gets better. So yeah, single target. For story mode, he's definitely not going to be viable just because he starts off single target. And it's pretty expensive to get to his AoE. But for infinite, he's good. He's good for infinite, I'll tell you that much. And I'll explain why in a moment. Alright, second upgrade. Just 70 plus more damage. Nothing much. But next upgrade, he gets Tornado. That's his AoE. Okay, his AoE. 1300. 1300. It costs 1300. Oh, crap. I couldn't. Okay. Look at that. So he sends out like 3 tornadoes. And then he kind of has like that Rengoku ability just to. I think they pretty much copied Rengoku's flames and just gave it to Obito. But look at that Kone AoE. That's pretty sick. So yeah. That's his. Okay, I don't know. I think I just upgraded him and. Alright, he just got more damage. I think he got like 2 more range. I don't remember. Or 3 more range. Yeah, or no, 5 more. I don't know. I don't remember. But this is his final upgrade. 8 more range, minus 1 second, 140 damage, and tornado combo, which I honestly don't know what it does. I think it's because he's already doing an insane combo. So I'm not sure what that tornado combo is, but it doesn't really change animations or anything. Okay, here it is. Final upgrade. So, I can't really. It ends right around here. If you see that little, it's pretty much like Akaza or Gogeta's cone, where it's like almost half his AOE, but not quite. And his damage is 538 level 1, which at level 80 it scales up to all the way up to 948. 34 range, which is this much, and then 5 seconds, which is okay, I guess. It's pretty decent. Like, you can see what 5 seconds look like by the end of his animation. I think the only other ground unit with this kind of AoE is Akaza. And comparing him to Akaza, well, he's a lot better than Akaza, that's for sure. I mean, his stats and all. But he did get buffed, alright? This is his buffed version. Before the buff, he was pretty much doing less damage. He had 7 seconds, he had 31 range. And it really looked like he wasn't better than Akaza. But in fact, 31 range is a lot more than 22 range for this Kone AoE. I think it was just slightly better than Akaza. Even though he had a lot less damage, his SPA was much higher than, or like, I don't know, he was a solid B tier unit for me, in my opinion. He was just slightly better because his range is, I mean, for me in Infinite, I think range is the most important. I mean, I know range is the most important stat because you take the most OP unit late game, Dio and his time stops are supposed to let you do more damage within your unit's range. So basically what I'm trying to say is, okay, you take the most broken unit, right? For the infinite late game. That is Dio, his time stop, right? It's the most important thing late game for infinite. You take that, and the only reason why you're time stopping, well, actually late game is the first stalling, but like let's say when you're still like in that process of doing damage, right? So you're Irwin buffing and then you're time stopping. That time stop is supposed to help your units do more damage within their own range. But when it comes to Akaza, 22 range is not going to do much when you're time stopping, right? You're still hitting like once, maybe twice. It's completely ineffective when it comes to Dio's time stop. Like, what's the point? Uh, but here, this unit has 34 range. I think you can get actually a little bit more time stops in. Still not as good as like other units, but I think he's still a decent, solid A tier unit. Sorry to be honest. Yeah, he's a really good unit, but he's not like Fujitora good. He's more of like Sasuke good, I guess, where he just doesn't like he doesn't do his stats are just not they're not leaderboard material, but they're still decent. I mean, they're still like if you're starting out as a new player, I still recommend getting Sasuke over him because at least Sasuke deals with story mode, whereas this unit is just I mean, sure, he's probably better than Sasuke in Infinite, but he's not better than Sasuke in story mode, and there's other better units. So, but yeah, I mean, I think what the devs are trying to do, because I think even before he's buffed, he was a pretty balanced out unit. I mean, he was at like the top of B tier. I think that's like a very balanced place right now. But I think what they're trying to do is move the balanced. Oh, by the way, he's doing 1590. Let me tell you exactly how much he's doing with Irwin's buff at max level. He's doing 2844, which is not much more than what his previous damage was. But uh, I forgot what I was saying before. Something about. I'm just rambling right now. I don't even know what I was talking about. Whatever it was, you get the point. I hope. Oh, I know what I was talking about. I think the devs are trying to push the balanced unit to like Fujitora level. That's like what they want the new balanced units to be like. I think that's what they're trying to do. Otherwise, they wouldn't have buffed Obito. It doesn't make sense to me. It's a small buff. It's not much, obviously, but it's still better than Akaza, even before the buff. Oh yeah, I don't know if I already said this or not, but there's a new feature that they added, which in this very small update, there's a new feature that they added, which is huge. Alright, so basically, I haven't seen any other map other than these three, but you get to choose a map, right? Between Naruto, Marineford, and Demon Slayer map. But I've never seen these change. So I don't know if they removed the other two maps, or maybe you have to join one and then it changes. We're gonna see right here if the guys joins. Does the map change? Because otherwise, I think they completely removed the other two maps from the infinite mode. Huh? Okay. Okay. Yeah, no. So I think they just completely removed the other two maps, which is fine. I mean, it was the Fairy Tale and the Dressrosa map, which I don't mind. As long as they have the snow map, I'm fine. I think that's about it. So yeah.